You know what's going on in the United States of America? The immigration custom enforcement was ordered by the 47th president and the Trump administration, including Pete Hegseth, the secretary of this enforcement, sending troops and Marines, National Guards all over in California. I mean, let's get on to the show.
Got the green light in your eyes and your smile, yeah, yeah. Know I will spot you from a mile, can a while, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the season 9 finale. Well, this is the last part 4 of this show, of the 4-part season 9 finale. So thank you very much for tuning in, and to your fans across the country, thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching throughout the season 9. And this is it. Now, on to this story. You heard all around the media that the ICE raids California by this villainous 47th president and the Trump administration has done very, very evil and villain. This American carnage was up far enough. Thank God Gavin Newsom fires back, because this wasn't a call, this wasn't a voicemail. It was by the decision by those wicked villains, and the mafia MAGA Republicans, including Kristi Noem, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Speaker Mike Johnson, Jim Jordan, Republican Jim Jordan, Pete Hegseth. After Elon Musk breaks up with Donald Trump, those two tensions, because Elon Musk reveals the truth of who is really that 47th president and the billionaire con man, Donald Trump. He has become a villain. That Elon reveals Donald Trump was on Epstein files. That was Elon Musk, who was done with this president. And you've seen this coming. That villain turns his head with his stupid brain, in an effective way, to go and like this president, a billionaire, villainous, secular, gone over the top, unhinged mad, to go and raid with the ICE, FBI, STF to California. This democracy land was Gavin Newsom, California Governor Gavin Newsom, will stand and defend of democracy against those wicked, vicious, and those troops, those armies, my God, oh my gosh, the Army and Marines don't know what they're doing. By the orders of the Trump administration and the 47th president to do so, by wasting your time to do nothing, by going out to the immigrations who have lived in America, from immigration from other international countries to America by welcoming open arms to California with the to arrest them in deportation. I can't even talk tomorrow. Yeah. This wicked, villainous, secular, gone full, out of control mad. Out of his head. I hope to God there will be more consequences in upcoming years for the reality to come. That will put a bullet through the head to that villainous secular what he realized, what he's done to the country. There will be consequences after long years of running the terms, first term, and second term. But it won't be a last for 4 years again with the second term for that president after Joe Biden lost to that villainous former president. No, I think Joe Biden won and beat that villainous former president. And now Kamala Harris, Joe Biden is stepping out from the race because of his health. Thank God and God bless to Joe Biden for bringing honor and serve to America. For Joseph R. Biden, for decades, he ran for Senate in democracy and first president and oldest U.S. president for the democracy, to add jobs, to increase the economy, to keep it smooth during the pandemic in the battle of times. And bring honor and safe throughout the states of the USA, America, in democracy. Atlanta, Seattle, California, Detroit, New York, even Chicago. Yeah. Well, Barack Obama runs president. And Joe Biden and Obama work a hell of a ride. So thank you to Joe Biden for honor serve. But on that, this voice of president, that villainous secular, it has to come to end. In Elon Musk, Joy said, this villainous secular president, it must end. It must come to an end. So there will be consequences. Could be in the months before the new year of 2025, head to 2026 for next year, or 2 years in 2027 when he's gone. After failure of second term for this sick, wicked, I keep saying too much of this billionaire con fraud, like not the Rock's final boss, a final failure, like TKO wants to do WrestleMania for next year. Instead of New Orleans, will be Las Vegas 2 times in a row. Next year, Las Vegas, 42, second year in a row. 42, Vegas again. I mean, my gosh. I mean, my gosh. WWE fans are not pleased and not happy with this. Why is it New Orleans is canceled after The Rock announced it was the TKO by Agyemang and the board of directors and the CEO Agyemang made this reverse decision when New Orleans released the post that due to the fans and the Super Bowl, because of the success of the Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles last year, and now you can't do WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans. Why? Why TKO? Why? Because you want to make more money or profiting after the UFC. Wait, the UFC was better than WWE? Can anyone ask a question all around the people? Is UFC better than WWE in a TKO partner? With the money, profiting, and the sponsorship that UFC has better than WWE with too much advertisements, with the Slim Jim, with the tables, and the fireball with the ladder for the Money in Bank. I mean, good God. Good God Almighty. Good God. Too many ads. It starts to irritate the people who watch on the tablets, on the computer, on the television, with the Netflix and USA for Peacock, for NBC on Peacock. God. You know, when things happen, the American soil will ruin itself. The TKO, the ice race in California, there's going to be a huge backlash by WWE Universe fires back with this backlash statement. By releasing an announced video where Triple H stands on the Allegiant Stadium hosting WrestleMania 42 next year, Las Vegas, second year in a row, instead of New Orleans. And on the second story with the ice raids to California, those are good people, good protests. They're not the bad guys. They didn't do nothing wrong. Those living in Los Angeles, Calvin, Hollywood, Palisade, and Beverly Hills, who have lived in, has immigrated from the other international to welcoming in open arms into the United States of America, threatened by the Trump administration and the Secretary Pete Hegseth order to go after those immigrations by arresting and deporting to the prison? Like El Salvador's prison? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm done with that conversation. So, leave the comments down below, because I ain't going in there to the United States. Thank God I didn't go to the United States of America visit. I hope my friends are okay in New York. My friends, I called Esther, Precious, Jemima. I hope they are doing okay, because if they knock on the door. Oh boy, if the ice comes finds you, oh boy, this could be over. So be careful and watch out for these ICE agents are coming after you. Don't answer it. Do not give to the ICE agents. Do not answer the door. So beware and protect yourself in democracy and save and survive to avoid this inevitable. I hope in USA people in the state of country will be safe. Okay, so I'm gonna pause for the second break. Is the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers goes game for tonight, and then Friday tomorrow will be game 5. They're up 2-1 by Florida in ugly yesterday's game 3 loss to Florida by 6-1. I hope Edmonton Oilers can wake their brains up and stop practicing with the integrity and more and grit to slay the Florida Panthers on defending the Stanley Cup champion last year. Hopefully this second year don't go to the Panthers again with another medal. That ain't gonna happen. And thirdly, I just watched the new trailer. I'm talking about the gaming. The new trailer of the Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Yeah, that I'm going to talk about it. Fourthly, the movies are coming up this week. All that after this break, courtesy of the Black Show with Agyemang. I'll see you back in a few minutes. Welcome back to the second half on the Pie Show with Agyemang on the season 9 finale, part 4. So, the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. Last game was brutal. Florida Panthers getting ass kicked by the Edmonton Oilers to take the 2-1 series lead in a 6-1 victory for Panthers, and Edmonton Oilers lost, a brutal loss. What has happened with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Jeff Skinner, the goalie? Oh no. They need to work on those goals, defense, offense, like shooting the puck, passing a puck. By those Florida Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk, Brad Marshall, Sergei Bobrovsky. Look at them. The offense. Paul Maurice. Yeah. Paul Maurice, and he was doing good and doing well. Excellent coach, but a 6-1 victory. Yeah. Oh boy. Hope Edmonton Oilers can bounce it back in game 4 tonight. This will not go another win for Florida to win game 4. No way. It could be 3-1 seriously situation. No way. I do hope Paul Maurice he's going all in to win the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. Doing the same with Tampa Bay Lightning. So, Edmonton Oilers, I stand with the Edmonton Oilers. That's why I stand by you. Get this done on Game 4. End of the story. Get this done by Game 4. And then come home to Rogers Place, Edmonton, for Game 5, Friday night, for tomorrow as of this recording. This doesn't end up in a 3-1 with the Florida by winning this Game 4 tonight. This is not going to happen. Edmonton Oilers with the redemption weapon to win Game 4. To back off that Panthers ain't going to win this Game 4 with Brandon Marshall, Sergei Bobrovsky, Matthew Tkachuk, and Paul Louise. Not this time. Not today. Not tonight. No. I hope Connor McDavid, I hope one of the players, offense and defense, in the hockey ice, in Florida Panthers Arena, Game 4 tonight, Edmonton get this job done and come home to Game 5 to win 2. 1-4 for Game 4, and tomorrow for Game 5, Friday, 1-4 for Rogers Place, and tied up. That'll be 3-2 for Edmonton lead out of Florida. Alright, so Game 4 tonight is on here in Canada, Sportsnet, that covers Stanley Cup Final, and then USA is on TNT, NHL on TNT for the Stanley Cup Final for Game 4. Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers, Game 4 tonight. And then tomorrow, Friday, Edmonton can finally do something by win Game 4 tonight and head to home in Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, win this Game 5. And do it for the cup to bring home in this great country of Canada. The Canadian soil of Canada. Including Connor McDavid, do it for Zach Hyman, Ted Nugent, Jeff Skinner, and to the coach and the general manager are doing better than Paul Maurice was. High level better. So get it done, Edmonton Oilers. Go Oilers, go. Okay, now on to the sports. Now the Indiana Pacers, they win by score of many points. Tyrese Halliburton, more than 20 points. Yep. So the score is, I think it's 119 or 113, I think, over Oklahoma City Thunder. 119 and 113. I'm guessing that score it is. So Indiana Pacers up to 2-1 series lead is Indiana. 2 games with the Game 3 win for Indiana Pacers, and Game 4 will be on Friday. Yeah. Game 4 Friday here in India. So, check it on ABC for the finals and on Sportsnet here in Canada. Let's keep it up for the NBA finals. Who's going to win the cup? No, not the Stanley Cup. Who's going to win the finals championship? The Larry O'Brien Trophy? The Commission? The NBA final trophy? Who's going to be? Indiana Pacers or Oklahoma City Thunder? Find out on US ABC and ESPN and US and Canada on Sportsnet for the NBA Finals coverage. So, Uh, I'll choose the Indiana Pacers to win the cup, to win the NBA Finals. And same with the Edmonton Oilers. Better be for redemption to win the cup to bring it home to Canada. Better be for the land of North America. This world will be a better in democracy way. Okay, people. Sports done. Now, I want you to go see the movies this week, on the weekend. The Materialist. Yeah, The Materialist. Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. It's hard to see Dakota Johnson after the fail of Madam Web box office bomb. Her career is running down, and it sucks. It sucks to see Dakota Johnson gone downhill with her career, including the breakup with Chris Martin from Coldplay. Yeah, fuck. This just sucks. I apologize for that language that I said. This woman doesn't deserve that better. Dakota Johnson doesn't deserve this kind of way, in a worse way. So, Materialist is on theaters now, on AMC Theater and Cineplex. And what else? ELO, Disney Pixar's ELO, is in theaters next week, Friday. And what else? Oh, and thirdly, go see the movies as I could find on the Cineplex app, and see Materialist, ELO for next Friday, and How to Train Your Dragon is the third one. Life of Shock is in theaters now. So Materialist, How to Train Your Dragon, Life of Shock, and next week is Disney Pixar's ELO. See all 4 of them is in theaters on AMC Theaters and Cineplex. And leave the comments down below what you think of all 4 films that you did see. And tell your friends. So, well, I'm gonna go, and I did see Ballerina. It was a very good film of the spin-off from John Wick, the world of John Wick. Ballerina. I mean, my gosh. Yeah, the action, the gunfights are awesome. No one can top of that. No one can top of it. Absolutely well done. Absolutely well done. Spot on top. I give this good movie, The World of John Wick, Ballerina, a 9 out of 10. Splendid. It could be perfect by 10 out of 10 because with the story, Ballerina and the father in the spoilers, this thing, where Eve Macraw's father, where the man sent them to hunt them, this man, by finding daughter Eve, and one of the soldiers shoots Eve Macraw's father, and then bleeds from her bullet wounds and died by walking through the concrete, and then so 9 out of 10. That sucks. Sucks for that Agyemang Swallow passed away with that bullet shot. But she gets up and gets better. Agyemang, that character, lives up throughout the pain, suffering, agony, and sweet revenge and redemption for Agyemang to get the job done. Injustice. So that's her character. Agyemang played Ana Damas. What a great 9 out of 10 movie, Ballerina, the World John Wick spin-off. You should go see it. And I said again, AMC Theater on USA and Cineplex in this Canadian soil of Canada, this 11th province, not related to that threat of 51st state by the 47th president comes out of his mouth. That ain't 51st state. This is 11th province of Canada, this Canadian soil of this great country of Canada. This great country of Canada will be the 11th province of Canada is Ontario and Quebec. Ontario and Quebec. 11 province. Like Alberta, British Columbia, Nunavut, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland and Labrador. And Northwest Territories. And Yellowknife. Yeah, Yellowknife. Combined with total of 11 provinces throughout the country of Canada. This great country of Canada. In every provinces, the 11th province of Canada. This great country of Canada. Okay, people? Out with that. Now, we're gonna pause for the third break. Is the future of the Prime Show with Kwabena Agyemang, and next year's for the 10th anniversary of the Prime Show with Kwabena Agyemang of what's next. So, hang tight onto the switch to break. Courtesy on the Prime Show with Kwabena Agyemang on YouTube program. This original series of YouTube, this primetime program. I'll see you back. Welcome back to the third half on this season 9 finale, part 4. During overtime on this game 4 in Panthers Arena, they were tied 4-4. I think the Panthers going to score in overtime winner up to 3-1. That's what I'm feeling. If Edmonton Oilers cannot do something with more integrity, grit, to shoot the damn puck against Bobrovsky, to say by 2-2 tie in a series of Stanley Cup final, the Edmonton Oilers are done. Again. Florida leads by 3-1. Then you have to come to tomorrow on Game 5 Friday in Rogers Place to finally do something. You heard the Conor McDavid on the documentary where he goes 4 rounds up down by 3-0 last year. I mean, what Edmonton Oilers are there doing. God. God almighty. I hope the Edmonton Oilers, with the more weaponized against the Panthers, to score a goal into the net against Blablaski, Leon Drosky, Dan Nugent got a score. That's what I'm feeling. The Panthers going to score an overtime winner. Then you have to finally do something. Because Oilers fans are getting weird gut feeling that we're down by 3-1 in the Stanley Cup final. If that's the case or not, then it's a 2-2 if the Edmonton Oilers win the overtime. Then thank God it's not going to be up to 3-1. If it is, Oilers are done. Gosh. I give Paul Maurice a credit for that, rebuilding the franchise and the players, and to capture the second year in a row at Stanley Cup. Good luck. Good luck with that. And good luck to building a culture in Florida, in a division. Okay. They're still in overtime. I hope Edmonton wins in an overtime winner. If Edmonton not, then the Panthers win the overtime. So, Game 5 tomorrow on Rogers Place. Edmonton Oilers versus Panthers. Florida Panthers versus Edmonton Oilers, Game 5 tomorrow at Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta. Now, the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has released an announcement trailer, and that character you see is Milo from This Is Us, and so many he appeared on these films, including I remember on This Is Us on NBC, and it had a great seasons in the series, in a family series, like family and drama series, like similar to Crazy Stupid Love. I gotta agree. So Milo is in the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 in a new game, and I watched the trailer, and it's set back to Call of Duty Black Ops 2 from the previous event, where Cordes, not his favorite line, Cordes DA, Raul Mendes, that character, voice character, I think he passed away, I think a couple months ago. That voice actor, that legend, Call of Duty, for the Raul Mendes, that line, Cordes DA, Raul Mendes, my condolences to that actor who played Raul Mendes. He passed away a couple months ago, and people in Call of Duty and the community are paying tribute to this man who have played this villain Portugal to this man, a Spanish-Mexican actor. Yeah. So, rest in peace to that man, played Raul Mendes. His last voice appearance, Raul Mendes, in the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7, take place in 2032. This into the futuristic 2032, futuristic. So that man, David Mason, is the protagonist for the new campaign story that's going to be held in next year of 2026. Yep, Call of Duty release a new year of Black Ops 7. Call of Duty release it every year. That's why I talked to one of the GameStop, which is renamed back to EB Games Canada. They are Canadians. People are so happy that name EB Games Canada that everyone never forget that GameStop Canada is coming from the US that tried in Canada didn't work. So they switched it back to EB Games Canada. That everyone loved this iconic Canadian iconic gaming store. So EB Games is back, and I'm hoping the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will be successful following on Black Ops 6 success, and hopefully one of the developers can do the same thing with Black Ops 6 and 7. Make sure to get it done and perfectly. Not to screw this up. Over with Vanguard, over with the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 with no campaign. Let's make it better for Call of Duty Black Ops 7 with the campaign story and multiplayer. Yeah, but it's going to be microtransactions to make profit off. Yep, corporate greed. Yep, that hurts the entire core players. Yeah, it will hit directly to the core players to the Call of Duty community and the franchise with the microtransactions that people are pissed off so far much that this is enough. Let's see for next year's Call of Duty Black Ops 6 followed by Grand Theft Auto 6, which is released on May 2026 with a delay that the developers need more time to finish up the game before release it for next year by testing the game and then patch it and then release it. Simple. Okay, can't wait for these games on Grand Theft Auto 6 and the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 featuring Milo, which is going to be on protagonist in this single player campaign story, will be released on 2026. But there's a gameplay reveal by this summer, so make sure to subscribe to that Call of Duty channel on YouTube so you don't miss the first reveal of gameplay trailer of what's next. The zombies, zombies going to come back. The Call of Duty Warzone gets better. Yes. And so the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will add an upgradation with the Warzone. Okay, I want to talk the future of the Fire Show for over 9 years, and I've done so blessed for accomplishment for my 9 years from 2015 in August when I played the Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4, and then do the video on the Remembrance Day in Central Lower Secondary School while I was in grade 10 or 11 in a presentation for honorable in a war of World War II and World War One who have served throughout the battle of Normandy, the battle from the international side with U.S. and Canada, and yeah, they fought the war, and soldiers have died during the fights and in the World War II who have served for the moral and integrity and the greatness of great soldiers who get the job done by securing the land or to protect the land, and my prayers to all the remembering soldiers who fought this war during World War One and World War II. Remembrance is the least to forget. To honorable soldiers, Marines, armies in North America. So that was a Remembrance Day in Central and Lower Secondary School when I filmed this video on the Sony E3 camera when I hold this for over 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And then I did the July Talk on the concert on July 1st on Canada Day. And July Talk, this band, was an example of this band. They were born in Canada. They weren't born in the United States of America. They were a Canadian rock band, July Talk. And they performed very well. The song Guns and Ammunitions, I mean, that song kicks in. That song kicks in. With what I watched from July Talk on that channel, and then do the video with the 360 all around, and then it's looked like a loop, like Guns and Ammunition. My God, if you want to repeat this song over and over and over in a 360 video, then you gotta see it. So that I posted a video in July 1st on Canada Day in Brampton, Ontario, in Chigusi Park, which is now Donald M. Gordon Shinguzi Park. That took place on 2016, July 1st, in a Brampton stage, right across from Queen Street. Yeah, right across from Queen Street, where the city of Brampton is right across 5 kilometers away to that Chigusi Park, 5 kilometers away in the downtown Brampton, and then all the way to Chigusi Park is closer to 5 or 8 kilometers. So I did that video, and then I posted a video for my first show on my first episode of the Prime Show, Kwabena, formerly known as the News for 30 channel show with Kwabena Agyemang. When I upload a video on the first, I debuted my show. I upload the first highlight video, which is Espresso, Change Nothing with George Clooney and Alexandra, you know this girl, this woman, Alexandra, George Clooney, one of the best actors. Man, he takes the helm, being a global ambassador all the time. He did with so many commercials, with summer, fall, winter, spring, every year, seasons. That wasn't special. And they made a collaboration with collaboration with Eva Longoria. Yeah, Eva Longoria made his debut on an espresso. My gosh. And John, my gosh, George and John are great. Oh, great, man. No, great. That receives over 500 views. When I look at the page on highlight video, my first video highlight is Nespresso Change Nothing. And then secondly, the Lincoln Continental, which is my favorite car that I ever loved, the sedan, the revival of the Continental by Lincoln Motor Company, made by Detroit, Michigan, and the film, The Lincoln Lawyer, and this man, Matthew McConaughey, who owns Texas, the football, he's on commercial in every step of the way. That Matthew McConaughey is his story became true. Matthew McConaughey, just absolutely wonderful commercial. Wonderful commercial where it takes place in Iceland, where the water, where they melt from the ice, from Iceland, where the water take a commercial shoot to one of the clients, McCain Harrison, Hudson Road. Yeah, Hudson Road is where their creative development for the commercials and creative directors all around in Detroit. Could be in North America and the world, but in Detroit, Hudson Road is where the Lincoln made this commercials and print ads in the first place after McCain Harrison. So Lincoln, I wish I could get a new Nautilus, Corsair, or anything else like Continental, but I ended up with Buick Envision, which happened on accident that took place in Saskatchewan, that I lost my car. You heard my story, a couple episodes that I talk about. Yeah, it did happen. So, what I'm looking forward to the future, and I did so many episodes, highlights, that I put everybody, to the subscribers, fans, and community, their smiles on their faces for 9 years, to enjoy what I brought my friends, Noah Cool, for the first interview, and then first musical guest with Michael Bright, my good friend Michael O, aka Michael Bright, performs Heartache, and secondly, the Jessie Villa from that woman from Nashville, Nashville, Tennessee, similar like athlete, WWE wrestler Bianca Belair, Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, Jessie Villa, she's in Tennessee, in Nashville, I guess, I think. Yeah. Thirdly, what I did messed up with the bad interview, in a worse interview, sort of controversial, that I sent the invitation interview with Dizzy Fairtel Weddings with that man. I can't forget. DC Fairtel Weddings. When I brought these two interviews for an invitation and declined, but I have nothing to say. But that was me. That was on me. So I take the responsibility for my failure interview with these two of DC Fairtel Weddings, and yeah, I took the responsibility. So that will not happen again in the worst history of the Prime Show on the record books. So that was on me. So I don't deserve it to let the fans go down. So on to the future. What I'm looking for is to help things like building charities onto the next season, like building something greater and better in a foundation way. As we see at the end of the tunnel in heaven, there was a light, a beak of the tunnel where the Prime Show is headed in a way. Could be good, could be better, or something else. So what I'm looking for is to step into the international visit. Maybe I could see the light of what's next for the Prime Show with Kwabena Agyemang in the future on this Prime Show program as we headed for the 10th year anniversary. So fingers crossed, everybody, that the Prime Show can do something for the next year, is why I can bring the content and more fillable and something good that everyone else will like or you won't like. Then I got your back. So make sure watch out for next season for 10th anniversary of the Prime Show in the 10th season. Where I'm at, only time will tell. Could be in an international where my parents born, or it could be in the where in the beside of closest to Ghana or close or far away from Ghana. Yeah, that's where my parents born, what I said, Ghana. So, or the weekend with the collaboration with the Nespresso, that I'm gonna take a trip with Rwanda and forgot the second. Rwanda, the weekend, parents, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, they were born in Africa, Rwanda, closer to my parents' home, Ghana, Africa. And that weekend, where the roots are in. So, looking forward to next season, ladies and gentlemen, and hoping to see the fans to like this video on this season 9 finale. Part 4 has come to close this season 9 season, and I am thankful and grateful for 9 years, and we would like to acknowledge, thank you all for watching throughout North America and the entire world, and being seeing you next year on the 10th anniversary of the Plancho with Agyemang. This African nation and Canadian will live on for future, as you will see the old Kwabena Agyemang and the new Kwabena Agyemang. Could be the same or could be different. Find out on the next season. On the Panthers with Kwabena Agyemang, I'm your host Kwabena Agyemang, and thank you very much for watching. And make sure to subscribe to this channel, so I'll be still continue upload differently daily videos in the conclusion of season 9 throughout the season, or I can do highlight videos to continue on before closing out the season. And then where I'm heading to the next chapter is still unknown. Could be in Africa where my parents born, or somewhere else in an international country visit in honor of 10-year anniversary of the Pie Show. Only time will tell, people. Hate to cut, but I was wrong. The Oilers win Game 4 in overtime, thanks to Leon Drusky in a 5-4 win. And now they're in 2-2. Just giving you an update. So, thank God the Oilers are survived in Game 4 with the Game 5-4 win. Leon Drusky is overtime hero again and comes tomorrow for Game 5 in Rogers Place for Game 5. Let's keep it going, Oilers. That's what I like to hear. With integrity, by getting this job done in a win overtime, thanks to Leon. Again, sorry for the interrupt, and thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next year. And thank you very much, and God bless y'all to all my friends, subscribers, and fans and community for over 9 years of this show. Looking forward to see you next year of what's next in honor of 10-year anniversary of the Boy Show. So, I'm Kwabena Agyemang. Have a great summer and have a great graduation for those in high school, college, and university or graduated. Congrats, and have a safe journey to the next future endeavors, to your job, and see you next year of what's next for the Pie Show. My BD Shay, everybody. Good night.